Hello and welcome to yet another dimension. I am Jeremy, and this is Mr. Electric.
This one's for you, Rue.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna play my whole song, all 4 minutes of it,
Oh,
during the episode.
Oh, why would you do that? Nobody wants to watch that.
But no, I wrote this song about Rue.
Go ahead. All right, you can play like 30 seconds of it. Okay, go ahead.
Fuck this.
No,
I'm way too hungry for this.
you way too hungry.
I'm way too hungry for no pay. Let's get through this review. Fuck Elliot for making us listen to that goddamn whole song. You couldn't even put like some fucking interesting lyrics in it. I'm not in a good mood, alright?
You're not.
I finished season 2 of Euphoria.
I did too.
You did
I
too?
was there as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget about.
I forgot you were on the couch because I was so mad that I just kind of was in a liminal state, you know?
So, obviously, you loved the episode. You loved
I
the
really
season.
didn't. You know what? I loved Euphoria season 1.
He was euphoric, you know.
Season 1 was not euphoric.
How the quality
I don't think
of
one
it.
episode of this show I would describe as euphoric.
The quality of it.
But it was really good.
Then we get to
And,
season 2, and then
It's quite a drop off. And you know what? This was just the culmination of everything I expected.
that was
this place
Ghost.
is haunted.
Yeah.
But this is what I expected, to be honest. I expected to be let down, but it was pretty wimpy of a finale, I thought.
Ooh, I agree. Look how they massacred my boy, man. What happened to my show? What happened to this show?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You know how you sat down on the couch? He's like, "Oh, Euphoria's about to come on." I forgot. That's how forgettable and not excited for this show. I binge watched the first season. I was like,
We watched it in
I'll
like a
watch
week.
it. Yeah, I don't usually binge watch stuff, but this, and I was like, this might be my least favorite episode because I had hope. I had hope, coming in. But after this, there's no there's hope for the third season, but I gotta wait. I think it comes out 2024. What happened in this season? But let's talk about this episode before we get the overall.
Yeah, I mean, look, this episode.
Oh, it's called All My Life. My heart has yearned for a thing I cannot name.
Yeah,
And can they not name? What did they even address that?
We did the spoiler-free review. We didn't like it. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get into spoilers.
I like some of this stuff. It's not a complete fucking train wreck. It's not.
No.
I would say
Dexter New Blood.
I was gonna say the worst episode of Euphoria is still better than most episodes of New Blood, Dexter New Blood.
Very true.
So
most shows,
it's not complete shit.
No,
a lot of what they show is shit, and we'll get into that. So
yeah.
Hopefully it's better in season 3, but this was a letdown.
Sorry. It is a letdown.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm even excited for season 3 now. It's
Yeah.
kind of pulling me out, to be honest. I'll probably still watch it, but only out of spite.
At least we have Ozark to look forward to.
Yeah, Ozark is
Still
like
good.
the finale's just around the corner. So, But yeah, let's get to Euphoria. Spoilers. So this episode, not just the season overall, but I guess this is the culmination of it. So it kind of is the season overall. But honestly, I just feel like again, like the narrative problems that had plagued this whole season, they're here in this one. It's just jarring, man. And how long did they spend at Fez's house?
Bro, the whole entire last episode, there was 2 minutes worth of action. And then finally, they get to what's going on.
And even here, it didn't happen until like 15 minutes in.
They start the episode there because Faye, the junkie, she tips off Fez, he's working with the police. So I think she says to Fez.
Yeah, she says something about
so
that.
So he knows.
Yeah, and then she started saying, "Oh wait, that Lori chick killed Mouse or whatever."
So Custer, just weird names. Yeah. So he's kind of no, you're wrong. You're high. And then Ashtray.
Man, this fucking kid, he needed to go.
Yeah. So
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, he dies. I like the moment where he's Fez, he's definitely my favorite character. He has actually
he has a heart of gold.
Yeah. Lexi used to be actually a good person, but after all this, but Fez, and I did not want to see him die. Thankfully, he didn't, and I'm glad.
Did he?
Huh?
He hasn't died yet.
I don't think he's gonna die.
He got shot through his stomach. He's probably gonna live though.
They would have killed him in this episode.
Yeah.
But he's gonna go to jail now, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Unless they they have Ashtray take the blame for it. Which,
well, even if he takes the blame for the murder,
but he still like has drugs.
Yeah,
and guns,
he's gonna go to jail. He might not go to jail for life, but he's gonna go to
if
jail.
he's in jail for the next season, I don't think I can watch it, man. I don't know if I want to watch.
Be. Yeah. I think he might be, and I think honestly it might be his.
Lexi going to the jail through the window.
That's what it'll be like.
I like their relationship. I mean, like they're actually it's not even a relationship yet. There's no kiss.
They're just like flirt. They're like
I wanted a kiss,
pre-relationship.
Yeah, a lot of pre. I wanted at least a kiss, but I like it. That's like the one good thing.
You wanted the full sex scene.
I didn't want the full sex scene.
Graphic nudity.
No,
you wanted the full 45-minute.
No, that
video.
Is no. I didn't.
The premium
Not yet.
For free.
Look, no. Shut up. I didn't want that. Okay, I just needed a kiss. Okay, and maybe a kiss on the cheek. But anyways, I like their relationship. That's one of the few things that's good.
Yeah, it is. It's an interesting dynamic, and because they come from different backgrounds,
yeah.
So to put them together is kind of weird. I never would have expected that. End of season 1. So, and yeah, they're cute together.
Hey, opposite attract sometimes, you know. And he's a good guy. Fez is a good guy. He listens to her. You know, he has
exactly
unique perspectives on things. Like he's not like a complete idiot.
No, he sees her. He actually legitimately sees her, whereas, as we see in the play, no one else did. And all right, we gotta talk about though. So I mean, Ashtray died. It was a whole thing at the house. But I mean, man, this feels like it's not even one episode though.
It feels like
these 2 episodes felt like one. They should have just been one. Like
that's my biggest complaint. Why is this play should have been like half a fucking episode? I think it's the first episode. I don't know. It didn't need all this time.
No.
What was in the play to allow it that much time? What happened?
See, like I like in bits where they show Lexi and Rue like
that's my favorite part.
Bonding as children because we don't really see it, happen in the show much. Like, and when the show starts, they're already kind of on separate paths because Lexi's not into drugs like Rue is, and Rue is an addict already at the beginning of the series, right? So we already kind of we never really saw them like spend time together. So this play, we were able to see like, oh, why did Lexi even care? Like, why were they friends? And it made a lot of sense. And I do like those moments, but
I do like at the end when they're together after like the end of it's at the very end of the play. Rue was like, I could never do something like that. I guess Lexi's like trauma, like she expressed it through art. Like Rue can't do that. Her trauma, how she deals with it is through the drugs. So yeah. I like that. Like they show like some like they went through like similar stuff, like their dad either dying or like just can be completely out of their life. So that was a good moment. And I like how they developed the relationship, but
but why are they okay? And they show this flash forward because this is after the play, so they show this moment while the play is still going on.
There's nothing no forward progress. Where is the progress?
It's just narratively, man, it's a fucking mess, and it's like it's jarring. And I think they try. I've seen a lot of shows where like they don't know what to do, so they start to get experimental with the way they do stuff. Like, I saw that with Ray Donovan. It's the season I didn't like. Whenever they start to break from the normal storytelling, it's usually bad because they just don't know what they're doing.
I don't know. Something was going on. They didn't need to do it because, experimental, like, I think the camera work and, like, what the cinematography is already good as is.
The plot is kind of already like a jumbled thing.
Yeah.
But it was working in season 1. So like it was already experimental in the storytelling because it was sort of non-linear and it jumped around. It did the past and it's just like
there's no character examinations like the other past. Like I needed that for Elliot.
I missed that from season 1.
Yeah, there was 2 though. There was Fez in the first episode and then Cal.
And then they just stopped.
That like Elliot, he needed that. Because we want to talk about Elliot. You want to talk about the play more, or you want to talk about this guy?
Well, I want to talk about the play because we didn't even talk about how Cassie fucking destroyed the play.
Oh yeah,
and made it super awkward. And the whole thing is awkward to begin with. Yeah. But she just basically gets into a fight with Lexi on stage, starts beating up one of the girls. Maddie rushes the stage and starts whooping Cassie's ass.
And people were just cheering on. Nobody's stopping the play.
How is this happening and no one is stopping it? Get out of here.
See, this super unrealistic. Okay, so I was buying there's not a lot of adult supervision going on, and
there must not be.
It's only really the parents because her Lexi's mom goes up there, and like that's the only adult that does anything or says anything.
Yeah, where are the fucking teachers,
yeah,
principals?
it's kind of weird.
Who approved this play to be shown at
It's
the
surreal.
school?
It's but it's been like that the whole entire show. But this is just like my suspension of disbelief is just like completely gone.
It's like balls to the wall.
It's too much.
Like,
yeah.
and I don't know if high schoolers are like this.
Like it's entertaining in the moment, but then when you come back, I'm like, what? Does this make any sense?
No,
like,
it doesn't.
It's just they could have like had like a moment where like there's a faculty is like, you gotta stop this play.
Yes.
Please stop the play.
Continue.
And then maybe it's like the crowd's like, no, continue on with the play or something like that. Like they have a cheer. He's like, and then Lexi pleads for it.
Yeah.
That's all I need. Instead of the fucking 3 or 4 minute song by Mr. Elliott.
Oh man, they spent the whole they did the whole song. So like there's like a cutaway to, again, I guess this is before the play, so more narrative dissonance, right? And like and we go to Elliot's house. She goes to meet him. I like the moment where she like kind of talks to him and says, "I like what she talked about."
Oh yeah, I was fine with that.
But then he's like, "Hey, I wrote you a song," and then he plays the whole fucking song.
It could have been the greatest song ever written. I don't want to hear a whole entire song in a show that's only an hour long.
And it was not the greatest song ever written.
And yeah,
it was like,
yeah.
Oh, my star, my star. Like...
You know he's a singer, right? He was a singer.
Like, I could tell when they put it like with the music and everything.
Yeah,
like, he must be a music guy.
This is the worst.
He must play guitar. Fucking lame.
That's all he did. That's why it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't his character. It's not earned. We don't know really anything about him.
He's super undeveloped.
He was just a plot device for Rue and Jules to fight. He's terrible. Maybe he has a chance to redeem himself, but it makes me hate the character. And you have a full song. This is the worst moment of all of Euphoria. I hated it. I fucking hated that.
It was pretty bad. I mean, this whole season has been bad, but that was just like an example of like how much they've had to fluff to get 8 episodes worth of material.
And it's only 8 episodes.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. We waited like, I mean, we didn't wait because we watched this in the span of 2 days.
Yeah.
But
I've been pissed. 3 years.
Everybody who watched season 1 when it aired was like
3 years,
2019, right? So it's a long wait for a season 2.
I'll be pissed.
Just honestly doesn't really deliver.
And the ratings were down compared to the first season.
Oh, I could tell, man. I mean, this season sucked. It really did. I hate to say that word, but it sucked.
Because like the first season, like I said, like I gotta stress, is great. Yeah. I want to actually. I don't know if I should. Maybe I should take a break from the trauma of this show. But I want to rewatch it. And like, was it really that good, or was it just guessing it was?
No, I think it was. Yeah, I really do think that like every story was so interesting in season 1. The way they developed the characters, I care about the characters. But I mean, speaking of like underdeveloped characters, like Kat never gets the send off.
Oh man,
this episode she never gets. They do the rest of the play. There's nothing about Kat, even though she's a character.
She was one of the main characters in the first season.
I just don't understand.
But you have fucking this love triangle between Nate, Maddie, and Cassie, which Cassie, she has no development really. She just needs love. She has daddy issues.
Nothing changes.
Like, she's not a likable character. Like, who cares about this? There's so much time spent on this. You could have spent more time with Kat, developing Elliot. Something else.
Yeah, something, anything. You know, like what happened to Kat this season? She broke up with her boyfriend.
That's it, because
that's literally it.
He's too nice, I guess.
She said it really badly,
yeah,
and she felt bad about it, and we never got her. Like,
that was it.
They never had another conversation like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I did it that way," or anything. Like,
oh, it's so disgusting.
Or even inner conflict, more about like her like wanting to apologize or something, like, or anything else with her. Like, okay, if she doesn't do that, does she go back to being a can girl? What is she doing right now? Because I literally have no fucking idea. They stopped developing her in episode 4.
What's the difference between her and that one girl that was like yelling at like whip his ass like at the end?
She's nothing now.
She's a nothing character.
It's so annoying.
That's so bad. That's like the worst part.
They fucking betrayed Kat, man. The writers just fucking they left her in the dust. And you sent me something earlier that you said that like,
oh yeah, I was watching a review and it says she was supposed to have a food eating disorder in this season. I don't know if this is true. This is just what I've heard in a review. So that could be it. But I have to explain why she's like put on the back burner so much.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense at all to me. Because it's not like she was a minor character. She was one of the main characters.
I would say so. Of season 1?
Yeah, one of the main ones. She's not Rue, but still.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking a back seat, like with Jules, like what is going
on? Oh man, Jules is gone from the show too.
I like Jules a lot.
Yeah.
And what happens in this? What happens in this season?
It's so fucking unbalanced. Like, okay, the only thing she did was like she kind of had the love triangle with Elliot and Rue, right? And then after the fight with Rue, she's been non-existent.
She broke the.
Nate gave her the DVD, and she burned that. And we saw a 15-second shot of like the most important plot line of season 1 getting wrapped up, and then they spend all this time with Cassie and Nate. I don't need to see them have sex 5 times to get that they're a couple.
I know.
I get it.
Just move on.
I get it. All right. And yes, she's great to look at. She's beautiful.
But
I
got it the first time, man.
I could use a little more plot. Like I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'd rather have plot than just more sex.
Wow.
I mean, think of Game of Thrones, man. They balance plot and sex so perfectly.
So perfectly.
They use boobs as plot devices.
Yes. You gotta love it.
You gotta love it. This one, just like, where are all the dicks? There was dicks in season 1.
All right.
I haven't seen one single dick this season,
Let's get back to... we'll talk about dicks and boobs and other things.
There's not been one dick. All right? I want some fucking nudity for plot, you know? But I want plot. There's no plot happening. I think that's what just makes me so fucking mad, and it's so unbalanced. And then like they spend this whole fucking like this episode's like, okay, now there's more about Rue, and then like going back to Rue the day her dad died. I feel like we saw that shot, that scene
so many times. It's still okay for me, because my mom died. It hits me.
It's impactful, and it's an emotional scene. But I feel like they do the same one. Does it change? Is it a different perspective?
Yeah, imagine them showing it for the first time at the final scene. Yeah, that will have way more impact because she completes it. She already said the whole entire.
I think she did the whole thing already.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, you're messing up the moment. It's so obvious. Don't do it.
I don't get it.
It's an impactful scene.
It was really impactful the first time I saw it. I was like, man, this is intense, and I see why they do it.
I think that I think it was at least 3 times.
Right, it was at least 3 times they showed that.
It's not like clips. It's like she basically says the whole entire.
I think she does the same speech over and over again. I mean, I don't know.
From Lexi's perspective, like, there's not much big difference, is there?
No, there's not. That's why I don't get why they had to do that, and it's like it's just out of. I feel like again, it's just they're fluffing this plot out.
Man, it just keeps on going. You know, you remember how Rue was just a drug dealer for like an episode or 2?
Bro,
what happened to that?
Dude, that is what I'm worried about. She had all that fucking like the drugs in a suitcase.
It was like 10,000.
And she owes this lady who's probably gonna kill her. Like, what happened with that?
Exactly.
They just left that. That's like one of the biggest hanging threads. Like, what are they gonna do something with that in season 3? Because like I'm like concerned.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're acting like it's already gone. Like it's not.
There was no mention. There was no. I think the lady's name is Lori.
Yeah, Lori.
Yeah. There's no mention of her after she sneaks out.
No.
Of the
she
house.
knows Rube's name. She knows her name is Ruby Bennett.
So, but she just going to plays and all that.
Just living her life.
Terrible, man. I'm like,
I cannot believe they.
The more I thought about it, I was like, man, this is worse than I thought. Then, oh my god. Okay. So she at the end, Jules and Rue, they get together. I'm like, oh, finally they have
a conversation.
Finally,
at the end of the play.
Yeah, and then
everybody leaves.
Yeah, Jules. What she say exactly? That she like misses her and
I love you and I miss you. And Rue just like kissed her. You know what? I like that though. Yeah, because I get it. She doesn't know what to say to her. You know, that's fine.
But then the part I'm mad about, it's just like she walks out. It's like, man, this has been a crazy year. I got clean.
Oh, I stayed clean the rest of the year. Yeah. So it's like, wait, are you like telling us what's gonna happen for the rest of the school year? Because when did this play occur? Because I feel like this thing started around New Year's.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. When did they occur?
Wait, is it? Have we seen Spring? A whole semester of school? Is that because
the temperature's usually the same? Is because it's California.
Yeah, it's like California or Nevada.
Can't really tell where it is. The season.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like, it made me mad. It's like, so that's how you end the season?
They just
her walking out. I got clean. I mean, I stay clean.
Yeah, did they just like jump over like months of time? Especially when this show is moved at like a snail's pace in terms of like time.
Yeah.
Right? They like the whole first season was what, half a school year? Mm-hmm. So then you're just like, yeah, the rest of the year I was clean. What? How about we see it?
This is her main fucking struggle. This is her main struggle, and it's just a sentence. She's walking off.
Yeah.
In the distance, going to the sunset.
Yeah, especially after she had that meltdown in episode 5,
Yeah.
where like I thought she wasn't even a human being anymore, and now she's just, yep, I was clean the rest of the school year. What? Where's the conflict?
How are you coping with this? Like, where's Ali?
Yes. How does this feel?
Like, her mom.
I feel like they're too lazy to write it, but it's gotta be like hell to just keep going and not being clean, especially after her mom was like, you gotta do something, and that conversation is like, you're on your own now, basically. Like, it's just, I feel like there's so much room for more. It just feels
like the play is like in a vacuum somewhere. It's like just a separate from the same universe. It just feels weird. It doesn't feel real.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. Maybe that's what they're going for, but it does not work for me at all.
Nothing this season has really worked, to be honest. It's pretty disappointing.
I was about to say, there's something else that they just forgot about. So, you know how Rue's mom, like, she couldn't get her in the rehab?
Yeah.
So, what's going on with that?
Yeah.
So, how does she cope with it?
Is she just not going to rehab
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they just showed her, like, how is she coping with not taking drugs? How she's dealing with it.
Yeah, I mean, they do a little bit in the way that she, like, apologizes to people.
I know,
but that's about her relationships. Like, what about her day-to-day? Because I feel like this must be, like, she must have this, like, temptation constantly. So what is she...
It's a disease.
What is she doing to occupy that brain space and try to do something else? Like, what is she doing?
Just the play was 2 episodes long.
Yeah.
God. And not everything in the play that needed to be there.
No.
Okay, one more character, I think. Nate. So... This guy is just, like, I guess, a criminal mastermind now. He just gets away with everything. This whole entire season, there's no consequences for his actions. He got beat up by Fez. He just walks out the next day.
And I guess you could say that he got shamed. He got gay shamed. But that's not enough because, you know what?
Whatever. People already probably knew that.
Yeah. No, it wasn't enough. Mm-hmm. He hasn't really suffered. And then, but you know what I don't get? It's just, like, he doesn't have, like, a rationale behind anything he does. He's like so chaotic and insane.
It's too much,
you know.
Yeah, because the one moment he's taking the disc, but then he gives it to Jules, act like the nice guy.
Yeah,
he's acting like he's gonna kill his dad, but he doesn't. He gets him arrested.
Why does they show the gun? Why is he bringing the gun?
I guess to cause tension, because like they're doing like parallel action where. He has a gun and like where's he going? Because at the same time, Fez is about to get raided. It's a tense scene, but then when you think about it, it's like why is he doing that?
Yeah,
it's just like fake tension, I guess.
Yeah, they've just figured you out in like 4 minutes. Well, I'm like, well, that's gone. It's not like it was a cliffhanger. It's in the episode. You know what I mean? Like I'm watching it unfold because he just goes to Cal's place. And you're not sure if he's gonna shoot him or not. Yeah. But then he's just like, here.
Why does he have the gun though? You don't need a gun. You already called the police, right?
Right.
You just go up there and confront him.
Why does he have this loaded gun? I have no idea.
It's just to cause.
It doesn't make
tension.
sense. Yeah, exactly. It's a narrative.
Artificial
thing.
tension. I just made that up.
Artificial tension.
Yeah.
That's gonna go in our preferred vocabulary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Write it up. Okay.
But we just, man, like, I just don't get his decision making. Cause like, okay, first off, what happens? He wants to get the DVD because they establish in that episode. He's like, well, I want to inherit the family business because if I can't, you know, they're not going to let me inherit it if like it belonged to a pedophile, if my dad is outed. So I can't let this DVD of Jules get out. That's why he went to Maddie's house and had the fucking like gun to his head and did all that shit.
Yeah.
Right? To get the DVD. Then he gives it to Jules, which I find like already is weird. It's like he spent all this effort to get this thing, but he's going to risk it by giving it to Jules. I mean, he must have known Jules wasn't going to do anything.
I don't know. That's just a risk. Is that a risk you really take, though?
But yeah, exactly. If you're him, if you're this psycho who's like obsessed with everything, like okay. But then here comes the problem. He gives like Jules this disc, but he has this flash drive that he just uses to out Cal in episode 8. What happened 3 episodes? He was like, "That's it. That's the only thing that's left."
Yeah.
What?
I'm confused too, man.
What is the point?
What was
the point of doing that thing with Jules then if he was just gonna end up doing this? Like if you're a writer, what is the fucking point?
I'm trying.
How is this person developing? Or how is he thinking? It doesn't make sense anymore. You know, like he can be a villain and be a bad guy, but like I gotta understand his motivations to be like, yeah, okay,
he's all over the place.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
I guess the argument, would be from the writer, if I had to guess, would be that, like, he's so triggered by the play and all the gay shaming that went on in that scene, that he's
he
like,
goes to the source.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go stop. I'm gonna fucking end this guy because he ruined my life. And I mean, I would get that if they didn't do everything else they had done before then.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, it's like it's contradicting itself.
They make it. They act like we're gonna just forget what happened a couple episodes.
I know. We just watched this episode, like not that long ago, a couple weeks ago.
It's just not. It's artificial tension. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
That's it. I don't know what else. Is there anything else we missed?
There was one little moment where they show Maddie and Cassie after their fight, and Maddie said something. It's like, "Get used to it" or something.
Oh, so they're gonna keep on getting back together?
Yeah, I think that's what I think. Because Cassie's like, "Oh, Nate broke up with me" or whatever, and Maddie was like, "Get used to it," which I think was also kind of a cathartic thing for her because she realized, yeah, this is gonna be a thing with him and her now. Like they're gonna do what they did. Nate and Maddie.
So please, just leave it alone.
I kind of saw it as a bit of an acceptance. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, what does that mean? She's not going to get back with him, or she just accepts that that's how it's going to be, right?
No, I mean an acceptance from Maddie.
Oh, Maddie.
That maybe she's like, you know what, this is gonna happen, and I'm done with it. I'm making my peace with it.
Hopefully,
and I hope so because I'm sick of this fucking conflict. I just don't fucking.
Should have ended like episode 3 or 4.
Yes.
Halfway through the season.
Yes.
That's all I needed. And get with another girl or something. Like fight against him. Like everybody goes against Nate because he's a fucking crazy man.
Yes.
Insane. Why is
and he still has not suffered the consequence. I'm sorry. I know. I guess you could say he
was
was shamed and like his dad ruined his life. But I mean, did he really? He still got everything he wants.
Fine.
He's got a girlfriend, right? Who loves him and adores him. Isn't that what he wants?
There was no like. What is it called? I mean, yeah, there was no consequences for his actions at all.
Yeah.
Except for getting beat up, which, whoopee.
I mean, I guess you could argue the only thing he doesn't have that he wants is to be himself and be gay, but he's not even comfortable with that himself yet, right? So it's like, I don't know. I want him to head that direction. I don't feel like he's even close yet. I feel like he's still in such denial of his own sexuality that
there's no progression.
No development.
Yeah, no progression of the plot. Or the character development.
Yeah.
It's not, you can be a bad guy, but you're just still at the same place.
Yeah.
You just I guess the conflict between him and his dad is over because he's going to jail.
Yeah, and that's over. So it's like, where do we go from here?
I don't know.
Rue's clean.
Yeah.
It's like everything wrapped up. I feel like I wonder if they're just going to make season 3 the last season and just...
I hope so.
I don't know.
I don't like stuff going too long at all, so...
Well, I mean, if this season was any indication, it seems like they didn't know what they were fucking doing.
Yeah,
but it's a big
something happened. Something happened, I feel like. And like with the actors or something like that. I don't know. It just felt weird this season.
Yeah, it really did.
I don't know how you go from that to that.
I don't know. And honestly, it's like when season 1 aired, I was thinking... This could probably be like 4 or 5 seasons, you know, if they go this slowly through each school year.
Yeah.
Then like maybe they spend half a school year each season or whatever, right?
I can see that.
But then like this season happened. I'm like, man, this was the slowest shit ever. There's like no plot, and it just makes me feel like they don't have any ideas. So maybe I don't know if I want to see anymore because I feel like they don't have any ideas.
If they have another season like that, no. So
yeah.
I got anything else to say?
No, they fucked up. they fucked up big time, and it's just a big missed opportunity. I feel like this was one of the best shows out there. I mean, like we said, it's not like Dexter bad, and they still have a chance because this is probably not going to be the last season, most likely. They have a chance to actually give these characters a proper ending, and I hope they do. Yeah. I really do hope that next season is just better. But honestly, this is like Westworld for me, also an HBO show, which like.
They can't get the
season 2 sucked, and then season 3 also sucked, right? I gave season 3 a chance, but it's like, man, that first bad season, sometimes it ruins a show.
Yeah.
And I hope it doesn't do that for Euphoria because it's only season 2, but man, this one's a stinker. It's a huge fucking stinker, and I'm sorry, Sam Levinson, but you fucked up.
We had so much faith in you, man. So you want to give a rating? I have a rating in mind. Go ahead.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really come up with the score beforehand, so this is going to be kind of a raw, primal score. So you go first.
I thought of it. Okay, so I looked back. I gave Dexter a 6. Now, that was just like... I felt nothing for that. I don't think about it. I think about this. I still enjoy the cinematography. I still like I think the acting's still good, especially Zendaya. She's great.
Oh, she is, and you know what? If
and like that one episode, episode
if
5,
she does not win the Emmy,
she needs it.
It is a fucking crime.
Give it to her. Like every time she's on screen, I'm like, wow, this girl can act.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And she acts her ass off in this season.
So the filmmaking aspect, acting is great. I still enjoy a lot, like some aspects of it, but there's still a lot wrong with it. So I think I like it better than Dexter. I gave it like a 6. I'll give it 6.5. I was trying to say a 7, but that's being too nice, because like after talking about what we were talking about, it's a fucking mess of a show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, there are things that work about it. I think all the technical aspects are there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like Game of Thrones. Like, I mean, Game of Thrones season 8 looked beautiful.
Yeah.
The costume design, the CGI, even the cinematography. I thought it's all really good. And the writing kills it. You know, I don't think the writing in this season is as bad as Game of Thrones season 8, but it's like not good.
And it's not the end of it.
That's true too. It's also not the end. So I'm not as angry because I feel like there is still a chance that they could redeem it. But yeah, the narrative this season is horrible, and it's so horrible. I want to give it 6 out of 10 this season because like plot is very important, and if I can't get interested, if I'm bored, especially in a show like Euphoria, you know, where like it's already hard to watch because of the subject matter. Yeah. Like it's hard for me to watch. I need something. It
takes a toll on you.
What gets me through it is the intrigue. Like I want to see what happens to these characters. If there's no development and there's no plot, then I'm just getting shit on. Yeah, know? I just feel sad.
Yeah, it's just depressing
for no reason,
man. You just want to be depressed. Watch Euphoria season 2.
Yeah. So again, like I mean, if they develop it better next season, if they actually get back to developing characters and like fleshing out arcs and pacing stuff, the pacing is insane.
Oh my god,
it's insanely bad.
Yeah,
it's like nothing happens for 4 episodes, then bam, 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 bam.
If you can put a whole entire song,
bro,
into your show, you got some pacing issues.
Yeah,
you got some. You need to fill some time,
and not like a song that's like integral to the plot either. It's like
it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I know he always had the guitar in his hand, but I don't care. I don't care about this character.
No,
like get the fuck off my screen.
He's literally a placeholder.
Oh, that's so disgusting. I hated that. Yeah. But there you go. That's our review, season 2 of Euphoria.
And now I'm crying like Rue in the poster.
Hopefully they have their redemption.
You know what? We are seeing a redemption a little bit. I like where Rue is headed.
Yeah.
I like the like making amends, and she knows it's a rough journey. It's just that she's clean the rest of the school year shit.
But
pacing issues.
I think she's gonna become. They're gonna try to make her into a prostitute. I swear they are. Because you remember how she was talking about like she's gonna like have her become a prostitute.
That Lori chick.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna go with that.
But I mean,
not like actually do it, but like
Lori's already gone.
I guess so, yeah.
Because that's the thing I'm saying. Poof. It's like they forgot like so many people. I'm like, well, unless they bring them back in some capacity, but they just like drop that plot completely.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
I think we just talk about how so many mistakes are in this, but let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Yeah.
I want food. It's my drug.
It's your drug. All right, man. We'll see you guys in the next dimension.
My star, redemption.
Please stop.